What's going on, Facebook? All right. So for those of you that might be, maybe you tried to join the last couple streams that we deleted. Sorry about that. Hopefully, we got it right this time. All right. So, all right, folks. I'm Josh with the Everything Paranormal Show. Normally, I do a live show every night. So I just thought we'd do something special and just launch some tissues into the middle of the table. But for joining me, we got my son Christian from Jack Gaming.
Nice to see you.
And off to the side here is, of course, you guys know her as the mystery voice. My wife, Terry Lynn. Maybe she'll even join us on camera at some point tonight. So, a few days ago, we did the Bulldack, ball sack challenge, whatever it is.
Wow.
So, but if you remember, the package was black for those of you that watched the video. So tonight, we are going to be doing the ×2. Okay, supposedly this is like the hottest noodle.
Probably not in the world, but the hottest noodle we could find.
Yeah, this is pretty much one of the most commercially available, hottest noodle.
Not the hottest restaurant noodle, though. Maybe one day.
Right.
Maybe one day.
So, just a couple little quick things before we get into this. One is, for those of you that are concerned parents, listen, Christian is, he eats, we allow him to eat some spicy foods. We don't do this all the time. We're not regular, spicy.
For the record, Mommy is not in agreement with this at all.
So, yes, of course, Mommy, of course, is always going to be, against it, so to speak. But we don't always do these spice challenges. And, Christian's very mature for his age. But, again, we do this every so often. That's it. We don't do a whole lot. If you go through all of our history of videos, we only have done some spice challenge a couple times. Other than that, he normally eats maybe some Tabasco or Frank's Red Hot sauce.
I do eat a lot of Texas Pete and sriracha. Well, getting into sriracha and Texas Pete's. So I said that twice.
So you can see there's the death stuff. He's got a little less, not as much sauce, because
for safety reasons.
Mommy wanted to punish me. but that's okay. So we've got some milk on standby, and some tissues for crying, and some towels
for blowing your nose.
So, that too. All right. So you want to get into it, and then guys, if you want to stick around, we're going to be discussing some paranormal as well.
Do not touch your eyes or your face.
Right.
In the last video, I counted how many times you touched your face.
I counted how many times you said don't touch your face.
Yeah, I don't care.
But don't keep saying it. Don't keep saying it.
Well, don't touch your face. He's going to touch his face.
I'm going to.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into this. Because these noodles are probably getting cold. Sorry for those YouTube watchers. We're going to have to upload this later. I'm sorry you couldn't watch it live. I had a plan. And we couldn't quite we couldn't do it the way I was hoping to do it.
Oh, I'm dropping mine. Oh, jeez.
All right, let me get my twirl.
Yeah, I'm getting my twirl.
All right, dipping the death sauce down here.
You're an idiot.
All right.
Ready?
All right, hold on. Oh,
God.
I'm trying to get it to where.
I can't wait to see the face.
Okay.
On go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I hit my lips.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's hot.
Okay, that's definitely spicier.
Okay. I gotta go.
I gotta. If the faster you go, the more the.
No. Touch your face.
Okay.
Okay, hey.
Yeah,
You can't scream loud.
Leave him alone, Josh.
Keep it contained.
Nope.
Ugh.
Yeah?
Now this one is.
I'm enjoying it.
This is more hot.
It looks like you're having lots of.
I'm crying.
Okay. You don't have to eat it all, son. You don't have to eat it all. challenging. You know. Christian. Good Lord. You're not even chewing. Daddy's not talking anymore. Okay, I'll narrate. They're both on fire right now. My husband has actually got beads of sweat. And my son is having that, he remembers that talk. That talk I had with him beforehand. Mommy said this was not a good idea. Christian's like, I got this, Mom. I'm like, no. I said, you don't need to do this. Yeah. So I'm narrating, and Josh is just shoveling.
The bottom is so much worse.
You don't have to do this.
I can't. I don't mean to. It just happened.
It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to do this. Josh can't talk no more. Josh has lost his larynx.
I can talk. This is gonna come out like fire.
I got my last noodle.
So is this much hotter than the first one?
It is. This is much hotter than the first one. It's harder, like when your mouth starts moving.
This is where the paralysis comes into the tongue. Could you take the towel and wipe your mouth? Take the towel and wipe your mouth. Yeah, what was that about? Mom, I got this. No. Yeah. No. Put your hat on your head. Just breathe. What was that? Is that English?
I got.
Look at his hat! Look at his hat! Oh, crying baby. You don't have to anymore.
I'm done. I finished it.
The worst thing is,
Shut up.
that's when you're done.
Shut up.
You can keep eating it,
Stop.
but as soon as you're done, it sucks. So, flavor-wise, compared to the black one, this one actually tastes still like a bucket of asses with hot sauce.
Look at your son's hair. Look at your son's hat. His hat's all done. See? So this was not a good idea, was it not?
Okay.
The time right now is 911. I need 911.
See? And you told me. I told you not to do this.
I'm fine.
No, that was not even a
I'm
boy.
fine.
No, it wasn't a boy's voice at all.
I'm
Are you ready for milk?
Yes.
All right.
Hold it in your mouth. Overhang. Yeah. It's like the angels came. Christian, don't dribble. My husband normally likes hot stuff. In fact, he loves hot stuff.
That was so much worse.
It's still not the hottest thing I ever ate, but it's up there. It's really hot. Really hot.
Oh, look at the little baby's face.
It's so much worse.
Christian, you didn't even have the... Did you drink sauce, Josh? You didn't know?
No. There's nothing to prove. There's no manliness to like drink the sauce. It's just drinking ass. Ugh.
Of Satan.
How do you
Ass
know?
of Satan. Satan ass.
How do you know?
Right?
I need to get it on my lips more.
Don't dribble that. Ay. So, how are you gonna play?
Don't talk to me right now.
Don't talk to you. I warned you of this.
I love
So,
you, but don't talk to me.
That ghost discussion we're gonna have.
Oh
You got
my.
a noodle hanging
Gotta
off
wait
your
a little
bowl,
bit.
Christian. You got a
What?
noodle hanging off the front of your bowl.
I need ice.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Don't beat up everything.
I dropped.
What is that?
Okay. Watch. This is what he did. Watch.
No.
What?
Oh! See, when you put the milk in your mouth,
Does it help?
it's fine.
Show everybody what
it's
you have
fine.
holding up the hot noodles.
So, what we have holding up the hot noodles is Carolina Reaper almonds by Blue Diamond.
Oh, another very poor decision.
I mentioned these, Christian. I mentioned these in the last stream, and I wanted to show you guys this time. I mean, not last stream, but in the last challenge, I mentioned these. So there you go. That's the Carolina Reaper almonds. So yeah. But when you put the milk in your mouth, it's like everything's great. Well, but then you have to swallow, and it all comes back.
Let me ask you a question. Do you wish you would have listened
Stop
to your...
talking.
Did you listen?
I'm not listening.
Do you wish you would have listened to your mother?
Stop.
Yes or no?
This is live.
This is live. Do you wish you would have listened to your mother? At least give me that much.
I need to bite something.
No, come here.
I need ice.
Just be honest with me. Do you wish you would have listened to me? You're not gonna give me that much. You're not gonna give me the
So my son is acting like a spaz, but
do you wish you would have listened to me? Yes or
that's
no?
okay. But hey, the show, and again, I apologize for the YouTube viewers. I know you guys like to watch a lot through YouTube on my normal Thursday nights, but they, you know, unfortunately, I can't, unless you guys share more of these videos and get me monetized, I have to get monetized in order to stream on YouTube. So.
What did you say, Christian? Say it out loud for everybody. Say it. I want to hear it. Say it right now.
I like spicy food.
No, you tell me what you just said.
I didn't listen.
You should have listened. Yeah.
So, as punishment, you have to eat some Carolina Reaper.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
No, John.
No. No.
Okay, don't start acting like, you know, I just told everybody how you were mature
Yeah.
for your age.
He is very mature for his
I'm
age.
13. This is my age. This is as mature as it gets.
Yep, he's 13.
Okay, I drank that drink a little too fast.
You
That
drank
sip.
to death.
I drank this sip too fast. It's supposed to hold in my mouth longer.
Me? Christian.
So,
Okay, biting is making it worse. That was a mistake.
No, he's just hanging out. I'm telling you now, I licked the tip of a spoon after I made it for you guys. That's just bitter. It's just there's not really a good flavor to it. It's just bitter to me. And hot. I'm not hot.
there was a...
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Better. Okay, no.
Look
Not
at his
better.
face. Look. He looks like a puppet. I don't know.
So, discussions.
I'm leaving. No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You can go play if you want. I'm going to talk about some paranormal.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The normal stuff.
No, he's gonna go back there and be
Terry
loud.
Lincoln always join me on camera. She can slide in here.
We're not gonna talk about.
Gross. All right. So I have my son drools over here from the heat.
Can you feel your lips?
It's very tingly. It's very tingly. It's very tingly. It's still on my tongue. It's still on my tongue. It still hasn't left. How are you still alive?
It's hot. It is hot. Like right now, there's still a lot of heat on my lips.
And it doesn't help that you guys let the noodles sit there and marinate in the broth.
In the broth, I know you get it.
For the longest time while you get your live stream together, just sat there and marinated even longer.
Yep.
So we did.
It's like I said, it is hot. But no, I mean, I think the worst.
Which is worse, my kimchi bowl noodles or this?
Oh, easily
Okay,
this.
so
Kimchi bowl noodles were like eating tapatio, and then this was just like putting like a Carolina Reaper in your mouth.
so if anybody out there,
Which we should do, by the way.
if
No,
anybody
no,
out
no.
there has
Okay.
had kimchi,
This-
before we did the challenge, we had a little dinner before challenge because we didn't want to eat the noodles on an empty stomach. So I actually ended up having a bowl of kimchi noodles.
You had that before? Oh my God.
Kimchi flavored noodles.
You had that before this.
So-
Oh, you're an idiot.
So it's like
Christian, stop it.
spice on spice.
Look at your son. On live on camera. That's your child.
It's hot.
So, anyways, I had the kimchi, and I just want to tell you guys, the kimchi, flavor-wise, is great. Like the kimchi noodles, or the kimchi flavored noodles, they were great. They tasted really good. They had some heat to them, but I don't mind heat if you have a really good flavor, because at least there's a reward at the end of it, you know, with all that heat. But
What's
this,
the reward?
there's no reward.
What's the
The
reward?
reward for the kimchi was the flavor.
Oh.
But here, there's no reward at all. It's
Just,
now, I think, honestly, I will say, I think there is a slight taste edge of the red package versus the black one. I can't explain it.
Well, I tried to put a little bit
Even
more
though these are hotter.
See, I tried to put some chicken broth in there a little bit to give it a
Did
little
you?
bit. Yes.
I didn't know if you were just gonna do it
I know, I put a little bit.
straight raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really hot though, and it does linger. So it's not like a wasabi where it's like a quick heat and then goes away.
A quick.
It's
a quick.
not a quickie, a quick heat. Not a quickie. Different discussion.
Oh my god.
Quick heat, like a wasabi heat. No, it's more like a little more like the ghost pepper kind of. You know, it lingers for a while, and it's
I'm
still.
dying.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm dying.
I'm
It's
dying.
not that bad.
I'm dying.
No, you're not.
I'm surprised.
You're gonna have to have Rolaids tonight.
I'm surprised as much as you like spice.
He eats sriracha
I like-
and Tabasco. I catch him.
I eat a lot of Tabasco. That was just hot. There was no flavor. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no flavor. It was
Right.
just death.
Thanks. I tried to make it a little.
I mean, I could taste the chicken. But it was just like, just stab in my tongue, and it didn't go away. It was like a mass murder in my mouth.
I've never seen you look like you were gonna cry like that. Not in a long time.
Genocide in my mouth. That is basically what these noodles were. Just full on. Just if you hate yourself. I mean that's pretty much
That's
it.
Jack Gaming. That's her son.
If you hate yourself, eat it.
So let's discuss some ghosts, because you know we're just going on, and you know.
What?
I want to discuss some ghosts, some paranormal. Are you gonna come in here?
What about paranormal? There's nothing to discuss. I want to do an experiment. Yeah, guys, you know what Terry Lynn wants to do? Terry Lynn wants to take her dowsing rods and tape them up.
Why are you speaking in a third-person point of view?
Because Daddy doesn't want to
Speaking
do
of
it.
first-person point of view, not a third-person point of view. Speaking like, alright, so I have an experience, not, you know, don't speak about yourself in a different point of view, that's weird. I'm gonna leave.
How about you put your skull in the sink?
Yes.
Be careful. Good Lord.
It wouldn't go in. I love you.
He's not used to pushing his chair in.
Yeah.
He did it for the camera though.
Jesus. This.
Why? Or something, I don't know. I lost my sense of humanity. Social interaction.
All right, so
What are you doing? What's the point?
Why did you do that?
for you,
I'm fine. I'm gonna try to tape up something while you talk.
so are you gonna join my camera?
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna
All
go,
right. So,
guys.
anyways,
I'm gonna go play Back for Blood or something.
what I did, guys, the other day, I felt something strong in my
It's still
house.
in my nose.
And see these? These, wow, they were making noise in their box.
You don't need those.
So, I'm going to try to figure out.
yeah, I don't know if you can do that. All right. So while she's working out some logistics on something,
I don't know if this is going to work.
I know, by the edge of the table, I don't know. But yeah, she's gonna try to work something out. So what she's trying to do, folks, is like with the dowsing rods, you know, they're typically you hold them,
Right.
and of course the rods themselves move independently because there's a sleeve that you hold on to.
Right.
So the theory is if we tape the rods to something and the rods move freely and we're not touching them, then we may be able to get the spirits to move the rods without any human interaction. In that sense. Now, there's some people that theorize that our energy sort of energizes the rods, and the spirits, sort of use that. I don't know.
Okay, well, the other night, like I said, they were making noise in my room, in the box. I was working on my computer and I was doing some things, and I just felt like I was being watched by something. So I opened up the box and I just went ahead and grabbed them out of the box. And I say that calmly, but I was actually freaking out a little, but I was okay. And something told me, and when I held both of them swung to the middle immediately, and they were ready to go. I've not even used these yet, not really. And then something told me to prop this up, and I tried propping it up in my room in my office up against a phone stand, and it started moving independently. Just one of them. I only had one hooked up, so I was trying to see if there was a way so there would be no discussion, no.
Do you have two of those?
I don't know. I think I have a glass in there.
Because if you have two bottles, then you could fill them up with water to hold for weight.
All right.
So that way don't just tip right over. And the water might even help with some.
Yeah, it's even better, Josh. There you go.
All right, so she's bringing that up. One thing I want to discuss a little bit tonight when it comes to paranormal theory is, can ghosts feel pain? Right?
Okay, fine. They're gonna see me for just a second.
Oh my God, there's Terry Lynn, everybody! Look, zoom in.
No, don't zoom in on this.
Zoom in and enhance.
No reason to zoom in on this big butt.
Computer, zoom in and enhance.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
All right. So, anyways, as we're discussing in our theory,
He's bent over the camera.
well, the island's there, so that helps.
That helps.
Paranormal theory: can ghosts feel pain? And I know, like, y'all probably get interrupted like 30 more times. So, guys, just bear with me. So, now I was thinking of this because, I guess a lot of times as paranormal researchers and investigators, right, we all kind of try to project the afterlife, what it's like. We're just always full of those questions. That's why we do what we do. We're always trying to find those answers. So, I got to thinking, like, can ghosts experience pain? So, I wanted to kind of break this down. So, if spirits are energy, right, a form of energy. Now, obviously, when you're on Earth, they can kind of measure your electrical energy a little bit. You literally can get a electrical reading from your body using, instruments, right? So we have a physical electrical force, and then when we pass on, that energy transfers into the afterlife, and there's this indefinite energy. So if that energy is out there and it's still able to simulate intelligence, it's still holding your thoughts, it's still holding those certain personality traits and allowing these spirits to communicate, to form this energy and simulate actual physical words, so to speak, right? Then in theory, pain and other things can also be experienced into that consciousness as well. That's how I feel. I feel like there is something to experience that.
Boring people. Terry Lynn's here.
This is the show. There's people talk about this stuff.
Not really. They want to see ghosts. Okay, there.
Don't put water in it. You put water in it, fill it up with
I
water.
try to make sure that they don't touch each other.
Yes, fill up with water.
Here, but this stinks. It smells.
Fill it up with water. Fill it up with water so we can do that. Alright, so we're going to try to do this experiment here, folks. See what we can do.
thought I had a small glass one like this.
I think you do.
Smaller one.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you watched it recently,
Okay.
so.
Yes. No reason to adjust your cameras, people. It's Sari Lynn.
Alright.
Okay. There. And as you can see, I can't manipulate this at any time.
Yeah, this bottom, again, only the sleeves right here are taped, right?
No strings.
God. So you can see here, and it looks like they're even on a slightly down angle too, so that's good.
And I tried to make sure that they, okay. All right. And our toddler. We don't have a toddler. We have a 13-year-old. You hear him?
Right.
God, you know about me.
Alright. Let's try to get these to where they're maybe straight a little, unless something's trying to cross them. Alright.
Taking up the internet.
See if that'll work. Okay. Alright. So now we'll just wait for
Is that
Terry
good?
and we'll get. I think so. I don't want to mess with it. I wouldn't mess with it. I mean, it seems to be pretty stable.
Hey.
Alright.
Now you can see why I didn't want to be on camera. Hideous fat girl. Anyway, I wanted to wait for another, 75 pounds before I did this. Don't you scoot me over. God.
Alright.
Okay.
So you want to do this?
Hi, guys.
We'll do a session. Alright, so we're going to open up our house to a session here. And, ready?
Mm-hmm. Well, what I want to see. All right, now let me explain something. Like I said, because you could barely hear me. I was making noises and I was using duct tape. But the other night, like I was at my office and I was working on just a video for our son. I wasn't even thinking about paranormal in any way. I was just working on something on and I kept hearing like a screech. And Josh was downstairs and he was editing something, and our son was of course in his room, Fortnite. And I kept hearing like a screeching, like I don't know if you can hear that. I kept hearing that noise. I'm like, what in the world is that? And I was in the corner of my room, and I had these brand new dowsing rods. I haven't really used them. I had them custom made, and they were making noise. And I'm like, at first I thought we had a rat. I'm not gonna lie. And no, it was. And I looked over in the box, and the box was kind of popped open, and the dowsing rod was sticking out. Now I had these dowsing rods in a styrofoam sleeve when they came shipped. So I'm like, okay, something's wanting to contact me, and I could feel it. So I went ahead and grabbed him. Josh was downstairs. I went ahead and grabbed him, and they swung right to the middle. And I'm like, okay, I'm not prepared for this. Really not in a good mindset right now. I really wasn't. We weren't having a good night. And so I said, this is not a good night, not a good time for this. But I went ahead and wanted, curiosity. I propped one up against my desk in a phone stand that I have on my desk to see, because I had a dream about it. If I just put it up against there, if it would move. And sure enough, I propped it up and I touched it very gently. Anyways, and it started to move. One of them started to move.
And remember, like when she's touching, she's just touching the sleeve.
I'm just touching the sleeve.
She's not touching the bottom or top where it's the actual rod.
See, I can't, there's not, well, I bumped it, the whole bottle. But I'm just touching the sleeve. Okay, there's a sleeve around the coupling, if you will, around it. So, and it started to move. So, and I showed him again the other day when he had it plopped up, and he wanted to build something to do this. And I don't have time for you to build anything. I just want to get it done. I want to try it. So, here we are.
So, and I think that's an important thing, like Terry Lynn mentioned, and that's really important, is that if you're not in the right mindset to do it, a communication, don't do it. That's why she didn't. When she recognized that something was starting to happen, she closed it down. And she was like, hey, I'm not ready to talk, And so she closed that communication down with the spirit until we could be in a better mindset and until we could, set something up like this. So, now we'll open up the session. We're going to ask the spirits if they would like to communicate. They can come forward and communicate with us through these dowsing rods.
And also the reason why I'm doing this is so you guys don't think that we are moving it. I'm eliminating all those things of, oh, you're spinning it or all that stuff. I wanted everybody to be able to see, because I mean, I'll be honest with you. For years, when I heard about the dowsing rods, I thought they were stupid. I thought they were moving them. Every show you ever saw, oh, they're moving them. There's no way. I didn't know it had a sleeve over it. I know you've heard us say that several times. But I tried it when we were on that one investigation a few months ago, or whenever. A year has been a year now, and they started to move in my hand. I've never felt such power like that. That was insane.
Well, that's the thing. I personally think that when you're touching the copper sleeves and the rods are in your hand, I personally think that it does help. I think, because I do I tuck in my elbows, and you guys have seen me, you know, if you watch my other videos, you'll see I tuck my hands in, and I try to keep everything pretty still, you know, and you can feel the energy. So I personally am not sure if this is going to work or not.
I'm even on here with no makeup, guys. My God. Anyway.
You're past it, baby. It's okay.
I know. It's over.
We love you.
No,
right.
You're going to... Anyways.
So, alright, so anyways,
I don't know
I've asked, no, leave them alone. I wouldn't mess with them, because they're right there, so.
Alright. I'm not going to touch down here, because that is the exact...
Don't touch them.
I'm not touching yet.
Don't touch them.
This is our dynamic. This is what... Anyway, I'm going to towel. There's water on the table. Anyways, I'm touching the bottle. I wonder if that would work. I guess we'll find out. I'm only touching down here.
Yeah, but they want to know, is it going to work without any possible touch?
Oh my God. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, we'll try that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright. If there's any spirits here, open my mind.
I already opened the door.
Yeah, not. Anyways, these are not your dowsing rods. That's why I opened the door. They don't like you. They like me only. I don't know. You can't even. I'm surprised you're talking. Your tongue's not fried. Alright. Alright. I dreamt this. Alright, spirit. Look.
Well, yeah, so I wanted to show, like...
Yeah.
Well, they did actually kind of...
So just don't move your arms. Oh God, they're running into each other. Damn it. Look. I thought I taped it good. Hold on, help me.
Well, can you...
No, grab this one. Grab this one.
Look. This one's just kind of angled down a little. That's why you see the tape. There.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it just angled down a little bit. But that's the thing, is like, I don't know if it's gonna... Okay, leave it.
Alright. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate? These are dowsing rods. You can use them to communicate with us. All you have to do is move them. You can put them apart for no, and cross them for yes. Okay, I ask again. If there are any spirits here that would like to communicate, please feel free to use this apparatus in front of me and move these rods. Cross the rods for yes, leave them apart for no. Or just move them.
Move the rods, please.
Alright. Hypothesis. Okay, now we're going to try to, I'm just going to, look, use my fingers.
Just touch the bottom. First.
No, I don't want to touch the bottom because that's where the rod is.
No, I'm in the bottle.
Oh, the bottle?
Yeah. So
okay, we'll go with the bottle.
See if you can pass the energy to the bottle.
Alright.
there's a spirit here among us, please move these rods to let us know that you're here. You can push the rods together, or you can push them apart. Just move the rods, or if you want to move them together, just go ahead and move them. Yeah, and it's not EVPs in the background. That's Christian. He's in his room. If you guys can hear him, I don't know if you can hear him or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna break communication for just a second. Don't tell him to shush, please. For a second. Get up. Get up and go tell him. You made me get up. Yeah, see? Look. You made me get up. You told people to zoom in. Ah! Jesus! Really? What the hell? Oh, you're gonna see that on the video. Oh my god. Are you serious? You're such an ass. You're such an ass. I'm serious.
But that was fun.
No, because I was doing this. And
We were alive.
you scared me. I was doing this.
We were alive.
I had just barely touched it and you did that. I didn't even get to touch it yet. And you did that.
It was fun.
What'd you tell him?
That we're alive. We reminded him that we're alive. But that's the joys of having a young teenager.
God, he's a teenager. Alright. Okay, we gotta get serious. It's not, I mean, you got all these lights on.
Well, yeah.
Turn off the kitchen lights.
No.
Yes. So bright. Okay, I'm going to touch the rods. I know there's something here. I can feel you. Goofy house. Anyway.
So she's just gonna put her fingers on the sleeve, just touch the sleeves, just to try to simulate maybe energy going through the rods.
Alright, if there is a spirit here, please communicate through me, through these rods. And if you would, please cross the rods and let me know you're here. God, I can feel it. Not moving it. You gotta be strong in that. You have to move the rods. My energy's hectic and scared.
Yeah, it can be tough, guys. We're trying to communicate, but this is an experiment. We're trying to figure out if this is going to work or not. Again, I personally think you have to hold the dowsing rods.
I don't know why. I don't know why you would have to.
Because I think it's just a bond. It's energy, and I think it forms a complete, and I'm sure that like they say that there's micro movements and stuff, but for the micro movements to work and do everything on cue.
I'm holding a plastic water bottle.
So I don't know. It's an interesting experiment tonight.
Well, we'll just leave this here, and if it starts moving independently, then.
So I'll ask you, like we were talking about ghosts and stuff. Do you think ghosts can feel pain? Like in the afterlife, do you think they can experience pain?
Physical pain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think their pain's more emotional than anything. I don't think they can feel physical pain.
I mean, I feel like if you're a spirit and you're a ball of energy, I think that energy simulates a lot of things. It simulates you having a brain. It simulates everything because you're not physical form at all. So if you can form words, if you can form an actual shape, if you can form things, I don't see why the brain wouldn't allow you to simulate feeling and or pain or things like that. Maybe not. But I do agree with you. I think emotionally, if they know their name and they know memories, things like that, then certainly they're going to have good or bad memories of their former life, and that could be emotional pain.
See, that looks a lot better. Look. It's not such a big old bright orange glare. See, isn't that nicer in your eyes? Well, I mean, not this, but the light won't shine bright in your eyes.
You're only allowed to make fun of yourself a couple times.
I can do whatever I want. At least I'm not stomping on the floor going, Josh! When I talk about something, I'm going on investigation. If it was a weekend, I'd load him up. I always try to get him out of the house to go do something.
Well, yeah, I want to do that, but I know I might have a lead on a place we can go
I'm a
to.
spur of the moment type of person, ready to, let's just go do it,
And I did talk to a person earlier today, if he's watching. Hopefully you talked to your dad. But there's possibly like a duplex. There's like a half that's not rented, but it's old. It's like an old duplex. And there's a lot of history. I think there was even some suicides.
Oh, it's not good.
So yeah, we may have a lead on something we may get to go, and that's in the city, so we can go live from the location if we want. That would be pretty cool. And you can be there for that one for sure. But yeah.
You use your phone this time?
Huh?
You use your phone?
Well, the gimbal phone, yeah. So we're on the gimbal on the phone.
They don't care. They really don't care.
I know. There's only like nobody watching. So. I think we're watching. I think we're like the one viewer. So, but no, I know you guys are gonna, and I know that this is gonna go on YouTube.
Oh,
later.
I'm so thrilled it's gonna go on YouTube. Can we not?
No, it's gotta go on YouTube. It's on Facebook, so we gotta give it to the YouTube people. So.
I know there's a spirit here, and I know you wanted to communicate with me. Why were you moving the rods in the box in my room? See, I can't focus. I can't, because the person that's holding them's got to be able to focus, and I can't because we have a child back there that wants to play Call of Duty. Or, what's it called? Fortnite? Sorry, Fortnite.
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 That sounds fun.
So,
Sounds like something I'd be good at.
especially tomorrow.
Right?
Hot noodles.
After the noodles, that's gonna be a different kind of night. It'll be squirt night.
Oh, God. God.
Dad jokes all day long.
He's here every night.
Do you want to take those out and actually hold them and do a dowser ground session?
Not right
I
now.
mean, they're not really working by themselves, so.
Okay, fine. Oh well. Just a minute.
I mean, I think we should try to do this experiment again. Maybe.
You know, I can't focus with.
maybe
I
like in
can't.
another active
With our
area.
son back there making all types of noise and talking about, where we dropping and all this other crap.
I'm just saying, if you want to try and do it like in another area, or like another active area or something.
What, my room?
No. I mean, like another location in the future. Like if you want to do that.
So yeah, look, I can't move. If you look, watch. I want to show you something. Look. See? I can't. Look. I'm sitting here doing this and it's not spinning. That's because it's independently coupled. See?
Try to like put your fingers around like you would normally almost. Try to hold it. Like put your foot.
Put your foot?
Put your foot.
Put my foot.
Put your foot. Put your foot.
Oh my God, I'm putting my foot. Stop it. Oh.
No, do the thing.
Fucking, you're psycho. You made me
fine.
cuss.
Alright,
You made me
fine.
cuss.
Try like that maybe.
I'm. I'm sitting here holding it. You're telling me to try.
This is my soul.
Oh God, this man.
Hold it.
I shut up.
That's a trick.
Shut up. Psycho. Come on now. Now's a good time to grab a glass. Yeah.
Coolest dad.
Yeah.
I need more milk.
Stacy, if you're out there.
He's not. He doesn't have Facebook.
Oh, but today this is
He's
going
gonna-
on YouTube.
He was gonna watch the YouTube.
Yeah, Stacy. See, I have
Actually,
to deal. You don't
you know,
even know what he's like in real life.
I'm
This
gonna,
is how he is. He drives me nuts.
I'm gonna have to go on YouTube.
Well,
Well, I better hurry. I gotta have to
we
hurry.
can go. We'll both go downstairs. I mean, hell, they've already seen me now as it is.
Come sit down there.
All right, bye. We're gonna go on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll switch over to YouTube for a little bit, just so we can talk a little bit down there. Do you want to bring your dowsing rod?
I'll bring my bottle of water dowsing. Hey, I bet you it's gonna be an invention.
Dowsing rods by Voss.
No, not my boss.
All right.
Bye, guys. See you in a minute.
Thank you for joining or watching this. If you did.
Or if you didn't, that's cool too.